All right, boys and girls, we are back with Khorne and the Orruks in a rematch. I'm excited. Are you excited? No, he's not. What are you afraid of? We've only done this like 2 times before.
Well, I mean, the first time I definitely really didn't know what I was doing.
This is only like your third game still?
Yeah, this is my third game.
Have I been your only opponent so far?
No.
Who else do you play?
Rob.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No. So, second game.
Did you beat him?
No, we never finished.
Figures.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna be playing out of the book, the Realm of Battle. It's a storm. We're gonna roll a dice. You do get 1 more dice from that priest in your army.
The slaughter priest is giving me +1 on my
on your roll. We got to roll off, and then whoever rolls higher wins minus that +1, of course. Interestingly enough, my Weird Knob Shaman, as the name implies, is not a priest. He is a shaman, and I don't get that. Which is, I don't know if that's gonna play out or not. It might be a big deal. It might be nothing. Either way, I'm looking to get into some fisticuffs with this Khorne army again.
I got a different strategy this time, so we'll see how it works out.
What do you think? Who do you think your MVP is gonna be?
MVP, I'm definitely. I mean, I got a pretty stacked army. It's very large.
Go ahead.
It's large in numbers. So honestly, I can sit here and say that the MVP is going to be 20 Blood Reavers, or the MVP is going to be the Bloodthirster. It really all just depends on the maneuvering and how both armies match up when it comes to the combat phase.
Historically, my brutes have always just done a mess of damage. That's what the brutes do. They're big, they're scary, they got 3 wounds each. You got to beat them on bravery.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you could try to fight them in fisticuffs, so it's not going to work too well.
Well, the cool thing about my army is once I plant that portal of skulls, I no longer have to take battle shots within 18 inches. So bringing two blood secretors, having an 18-inch bubble popping all the way along the battlefield definitely helps.
You got a lot. I mean, there is a lot of nice synergies, especially when you bring a big unit of Blood Reavers. They're going to take a lot of wounds. You don't want them to run away. You want them to stay in battle just a little bit longer.
Definitely my cushion.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. I think my Maw Crusher, Wargrak, the Mega Boss, I think he's going to come in there and do some heavy lifting. I don't know. We're going to see. Looking forward to it.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's your left hand. Hey guys, I'm Felix, and I'm bringing my Orruks. As you can see, we're starting with my usual 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of brutes. They are hungry. They got axes, they got choppies, they got bones. They like to kill stuff. I also got my my Weird Knob Skalox, my Mega Boss Rorgrak, roar, and my War Chanter Quar. And basically all they do is they run around and they hit stuff with their sticks. Sounds pretty easy, right?
What's up, everybody? My name's James, and this is my army. Today, I'm bringing my Khorne Bloodbound army, and in that, my general is going to be the Mighty Lord of Khorne, followed by 2 Blood Secretors, 2 Korgoras, a unit of Mighty Skull Crushers, 5 Blood Warriors, 20 Blood Reavers, a lot of dice coming your way, a unit of Wrathmongers, and honestly, if you haven't seen these guys before, you're definitely in for a treat, because they have a couple surprises up their sleeve. And then way back here in the back, still towering over everyone, is the Bloodthirster of Infinite Rage. And I have a really good feeling about this army and this build, so we'll see how it all plays out together.
Alright, boys and girls, the Orruks have set up, and the Khornites have set up. There's a storm in the middle, as signified by the good old Long War. It's going to move a number of inches, depending on whether or not the general takes a wound or not. We'll talk about that as we get through it some more, but for the time being, we are set up, and we are ready to rock and roll. All right, James, so tell me about your setup, what you're planning to do.
All right, so I have pretty heavy infantry in the front, and gonna go ahead and charge the center. I have a blood secretor in the center and a blood secretor on the right hand side, and I'm gonna use those on equal sides of the battlefield to create ultimately what's a 36-inch bubble. I have most of my strong hero guys on the right hand side, and I have a lot of fast chargers on the left hand side. And yeah, that's ultimately what I'm going for. And with the size of his army compared to the mass amounts that I have, I'm really not that worried. All right, so I've finished all my movement and my turn is over. There was obviously no one to shoot, no one within charging range, and well, I ran, so I couldn't charge anyways. But I'm actually really satisfied with the results I got. I pretty much maintained all my numbers right there in the center. That way I can kind of spread out to the left or right if I need to. And on the left-hand side, I have a pretty strong build, nice tight group that is ready for round 2. And then on the right-hand side, I'm coming up strong with a lot of heroes and a lot of dice and a lot of power coming from the right-hand side. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Okay, so here we go. Orruks are in an unusual position as far as Orc world goes. We do not have the same amount of numbers as these Khornites over here. Am I worried? Maybe a little bit. That might change up the tactics. We do know that Rograk is more cunning than brute force, so we'll see. I'm really just probably gonna move my guys. That's it. That's my whole goal is to get in a good position to hopefully do a counterattack here. Okay, so Skylax is gonna go ahead and cast his Mystic Shield. Hopefully, we're gonna find out whether or not we are 18 inches outside of his anti-wizard bubble, which is helpful to me. We're going to roll, wow, a 10. That is actually the third time I played with him. He's rolled a 10, which is unfortunate because that might not last very, very long. How many 10s can I get? But we are going to get +1 Mystic Shield, which will be helpful because he's now at 2-up armor save against anything that doesn't have rending. So we'll see how that helps him out for the next few rounds. And so what I am trying to do, at the very least, see if we can't wheel around and kind of counteract. Hopefully he'll be moving a little bit slower in his other positions. And I want to get at these fast movers on the side over here. Okay, so we're doing, this is not a first time that I've done this in many games. It's kind of the Orruk shuffle. We're kind of just repositioning ourselves, trying to hope for that double turn, trying to see what they can do. If they don't get it, not trying to really overcommit to any position and really get myself stuck out there. So little safe, more cunning than brutal. So we'll see if that works for me this game or not. All right, James, what are you thinking?
All right, so pretty much where my head's at right now is I'm going to go ahead and kind of put the brakes on these guys on the left-hand side and just let them do their normal movements without worrying about a charge or worrying about a run. I'm just going to kind of get them into position. And the same thing with my guys in the center. They're just going to go ahead and do their normal movements. Not much charging or running going on there. But my guys on the right-hand side are actually going to come in behind that wall that I've just created, and they're going to go ahead and run, just try to get as close to the pack as they can, because that's where this army is actually going to prove its worth, is in the strength and numbers. So
tell me about this storm.
All right, so the storm, I've won both rolls for the pushing of the storm, I guess we can call it.
Yeah.
And it's 6 inches each time, and I have a 1-up to the roll, so that definitely helps when Felix rolls a 1. And I have a guaranteed +1.
And if I am wholly inside it, you get to re-roll hits. We'll have to double check it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty bad.
I get to re-roll
under the storm.
Yeah, I get to re-roll hit rolls
And if it gets all the way to my end of the board, that's bad for me too.
Yeah.
So I really need Gork and Mork to lend me some power this next turn, at the end of the turn, so we can get into this. But for now, we're just going to move, I guess, right?
Sounds good to me.
Tango.
Sounds good to me.
What do you think about this terrain made by Terrain Masters?
It's actually working out pretty convenient. I like it.
Like there's a lot of flat edges going on. There are some places, of course, as with anything, when you're trying to fit all your models on, but I think Wayne did a really good job of making sure there's lots of flat surfaces around here.
Alright, so I just finished my movement, and I chose not to run or charge on anything. I didn't feel like pushing my luck too much, and it allowed me to create this nice, pretty wall of Khorne right here in pure chaos. So...
Isn't there a wall of Khorne in Iowa?
There might be a wall of Khorne in Iowa.
Maybe that's a Khorne.
I think it's on the border of Iowa. So, I wish I would have got a little bit better of a run out of my Gork over here on the back in the left-hand side, and I didn't. But it's okay because he'll be pulling up the rear nice and easily. All in all, I'm in great position, and I have a great formation going. I'm coming strong on the left-hand side, but I can still break out to the center if need be, so...
Here we go. It is round 2, my turn. He's so tight. He's packed in there. I really was hoping to kind of pick and choose, you know, kind of use my superior mobility to kind of take him apart, but he's got a big, massive blob in the middle there coming at me. I guess it's just going to come to fisticuffs here pretty soon. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm really gaining much here. I'm kind of just waiting for this double turn. There. I'm really... +1 to hit is kind of a big deal for everybody to be getting that. Yeah. I wouldn't mind meeting him on the edge of the storm. Alright, so more of that Orruk shuffle. Honestly, guys, I might have messed up. Not so much. I mean, this really is a mission. I'm really afraid of that +1 to hit is a lot to come at my guys. I don't really want to be on the edge of the storm or inside the whole storm when he's hitting me. So I'm trying to ride it, hoping I win, you know, maybe this next roll or not. We're just going to have to see how this plays out. I'm kind of don't want to have that double turn right away, so I'm kind of hoping I lose on that. But I feel like the odds are with me. We're about to see what's going to happen, so yeah. Okay, here we go. This is for the storm roll to see whether or not it moves.
And I got +1.
You suck. 6 inches.
So move 6 inches, your direction. Yep.
Alright, so there's a storm. I'm kind of bummed. We're going to see what happens.
I'm pretty satisfied.
See where the turn goes. That's a 3. That's a 4. He's still chugging towards me. Choo-choo. Alright, here we go.
Alright, so I won the roll for movement, so I plan on getting as close as I can and knocking out some charges and kind of bringing that far left side of my side of the table and wrapping it back around here to the right, kind of pushing him back into a corner and more into the eye of the storm. Alright, so I finished my movement, and I actually ended up running a lot more than I thought I would. But no matter what, I'm still maintaining that nice tight formation, and I've actually got a nice grouping over there on the left-hand side of my table that is going to allow me to kind of sweep along where his line is kind of built up, and I'll still be able to keep a lot of pressure coming from that front. Even after the Blood Reavers are gone, you still got some heavy hitters that are coming behind it, to include that Bloodthirster sitting there. So I have high hopes about the turns to come, and we'll see how everything turns out.
Okay, so I did do some hero phase moving before I'm going to cast this, because I want to use Scarlock's ability to harness the power of the Wa, so we can get this off, because the Foot of Gork is going to land. We're going to see what's going to happen. I got to do a casting. I have 20 models in here. My entire army is only, I counted, it was like 23 models. Not a lot. So I basically had to pile everybody in. I did sacrifice that hero move. He's close enough, so I'm not too worried about it. So we're going to hope that these dice have the magic dice. We're about to find out whether or not the Foot of Gork is going to land. Get +2. Wow, that is not landing. That is the opposite of what I needed. I kind of expected that, to be honest. I've been rolling really hot on those casting dice. A little bit sad right now. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do. But we're going to figure it out. So here we go. Alright, so I have I've looked underneath my skin, and I was like, you know what, it's green. We're going to go in. I did not charge because I didn't get my movements off correctly. I didn't want to risk. I need everybody to hit at once in force, and I'm hoping this next turn I move this 6-inch puddle back. I actually thought about moving everybody behind the 6-inch cloud formation. I'm not doing that. I'm hoping it moves back, but even that doesn't matter. I need to win this double turn and just try and get all my feet off. Maybe get a foot of Gork and Mork off the next turn, and we're gonna see what happens. I need to double turn. That's all there is to it. Okay, so as the instructions state, we're gonna roll to see how the storm goes. Which direction?
+1 for me.
Hey, all right, that's the
doesn't help.
first. So now the question is, can I get a double turn? I picked up another die for luck. We're gonna see. I need a double turn on this. Oof. Oh, here's a double turn. Looks like I actually made a good choice. What do you think?
So the storm's going to move 6 inches forward, and you get to go first. So that's going to put us right there on the line of.
Yeah, but for me to get into attack formation or to get into you're still going to have
the +1.
Yeah. It's not that great for me, but I'm going to hopefully stick some sticks in you.
Yeah, we'll see.
My battle plan is to kill stuff. If I get one wound, I move it 6 inches. That's not really great. I really want to be able to kind of put a foot of Gork and Mork. I'm going to see if I can use my hero phase movements to kind of get my Skylarks in there. Maybe get a foot of Gork and Mork on his wither. That's really the only range I got. We're going to find out if that happens or not. So we all know that Khorne hates magic. I have used to harness the power of my wall once again. I got at least 20 models in there, so I'm going to get to add 2. His Khorne puppies, however, are within range, 18 inches of him, of Skylarks, so he's going to get to unbind me. I'm hoping that this casting power's got an 8. Minimum is a 10. I need an 8, so I'm hoping that I'm going to need to roll high no matter what, and it's going to be higher than his unbinding roll. I'm going to try and hopefully smush his general in the face with the foot of Gork. It's pretty brutal. It does a lot of mortal wounds, so I can move the storm back 18 inches. So, come on, baby. Let's see what this dice does for me. That is an 8. That is enough for it to start. So now, we need to do an unbinding roll. So go ahead and unbind me. Let's see what happens. All you need is an 8 or better. Ooh, okay. So the foot of Gork is going to smash. And James looks like he's got a question. So let me ask James, what's the matter?
Don't I have a +1?
We're going to find out. We're going to hit pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to the rules. We wanted to make sure I didn't want to cheat James any. There's no +1. If the internet, dear internet, if you see that we did mess up, I apologize. Let us know in the notes so we can fix it. But now we're going to roll for the foot of Gork. We're back in the corner. I need Gork right now more than ever. So first, it went off. So we're going to roll D6 wounds. That's 3 wounds. All right, that's going to go on his Lord of Khorne. Now I need to roll a 4 or better to see if Gork stomps again. See if Gork is dancing with us. Gork is dancing with us. So now we're going to roll another D6 wounds. Ooh, okay. So that's 4 wounds. I'm really trying to kill him. That's not going to do it. So now I need another 4 up. Oh, not enough. We got 4 wounds on his Lord of Khorne there. I was really hoping for a little bit higher on the D6 rolls. But, that happens. And we're going to go on. So, Blunt Fist is going to roll, he's going to, Inward Bursting Belly, he's going to yell at that Korgrath. It's a 2 up to hit. Wow. So the Orruks have made it into combat. This is pretty important because the storm rolls on to hit. So I'm going to try and get as many away out of that pile as I can. Because those guys, they're not that great on a small basis, but he's got such a big group in there and he's got a lot of synergy going on. I need to break them down as much as possible. The rest of his army is going to hit and it's going to hurt, but we're not worried about that for now. So these are all the vanilla attacks. I don't get to duff it up. These are going to be 3 up. So wow, that's not really that great.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, you know what? I messed that up because they are +1 to hit. No, that was the other guys. They're not +1 to hit. I should roll them first. All right, well that happens. And now 3 up to wound. Alright, so that's 5 wounds.
Takes out 5 guys.
Because they're -1 rending. And so now I have a claw. The claw is going to go ahead. These are 4 ups. Wow, those both miss. And now we got to see if the Brute Fist, this is from the Claw Man. Those 3 do hit. The Brute Smasher, no, the Brute Smasher is also 4 up. and then 3 to wound. So 1 more wound. That's -1, but that one does D3 damage. So 1 more, actually 1 more to the pool. Not looking so great. And then we have the Gore Choppa, which is 3 up again. That one misses. 3 to wound or 4 to, yeah. So 1 of them goes through. You also don't get a save against that one either, do you?
I don't get saves, period.
That's another D3. I need a 6. That's opposite of what I needed. So 6 total wounds. Not that great. And that's going to be your turn to activate.
I still have 14 left. So I have 5 models right now that are going to be attacking the, what is that, the black faces here?
Yep.
Alright, so this is going after the black war paint.
And you're getting +1.
So right now I need 3 up to hit, which cancels that. And then, so all of these are hits, and I need a 4 up to wound. So, alright, wow, that was actually a pretty good one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8
right.
Wounds.
No rending, right?
With no rending.
So I need 4s. Wow, is that 3 wounds?
That's going to be 4
4
wounds.
wounds, so 1 guy's going to die. Alright, so we're rolling 24 die against my blue war paint Orruks.
I need, once again, a 3 up to hit because he's inside my storm zone. And that's looking more like a Blood Reaver roll. A lot missing.
All I can say is thank goodness.
Alright, so now this is a 4 up to wound. Alright.
Brutality right there.
So let's go ahead and grab these out. And we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds.
Whoa.
With how many? What's your up?
4 up.
Alright, so he saves all but 1.
Wow, I'll take it. Any day of the week. So I did lose 1 member to my team, which is sad because now I'm only getting 8. That's 3 dice. So it's pretty substantial. Every time I lose a guy, it hurts. But these guys are War Chantered, so they only need 2s to hit. I should have gone with them first, but I didn't. Make that mistake once, maybe. Now 3. Oof, my goodness. That's painful. So two of your Blood Reavers will die because it's -1 rending. Now the Claw is going to be a 3 up on this. Those both hit, which now means my the Smasher. I've clawed 2 people, and I'm just going to smash them over the head. These are 3 ups. Alright, so I got 1 -1 and 2 -2, but again, that doesn't matter because he's just going to get hurt.
There is no saves.
But I have these 2 Brute Smashers will do D3 damage each. So 3, 4, 5, which is good, and well, that was 2, 3, 4, 5. That does another damage, so that's 2 more damage. And then I have a Gore Choppa. This is going to be 3 up. Oh, that's unfortunate. 2 of them miss. And then 3 to wound. Oof, just 1 of them wounds. This one's also D3. That is a 1, so just 1 more to the pool. So I'm taking out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more gentlemen of the Khorne affiliation, which is good for me, but he does have a really sweet counterpunch coming. So I'm not really too excited about what's coming down the pipe, but we just gotta grin and bear it, I guess. Okay, so that was my double turn. It was not that impactful. I did kind of clean up a lot in the center. He's got a lot of heroes, and that's honestly a little scary. I did really good on my saves. I'm really excited about that. That's a good thing for me. I got to be able to endure it again, and he could always double turn me. This is going 6 rounds, so I apologize. We need a little footed around there. I was really trying to get this double charge. That cloud is brutal. That +1 that you saw that I think before. And we're just going to go see. Hopefully, this is going to move it back a little bit more thanks to the Battle Shock phase. Save up some of my guys, but this next round is going to hurt. I'm happy, but we'll see where it goes.
Alright, so here's the start of my turn. And after that last one, losing all those blood reavers. I'm a little kind of trying to figure out what's going on right now. So I got a lot of slow movers over there on the left-hand side. Getting them over to where the battle actually is going to be kind of tough. It's probably going to be turn 6 before they actually get involved, which is kind of disappointing. My Bloodsecrator is going to stay planted, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the Bloodthirster up and try to do some damage. Hopefully, moving this Khorne over here on the right-hand side, moving him up into his Maw Crusher. Hopefully I'll be able to inflict some kind of damage and push that storm back once again. Here I am. I'm going to attack with my Khorne. He's going to go ahead and shoot his Bone Tentacles. It's going to be a 3-up to hit and a 4-up to wound with no rend and just 1 damage. So here I need a 3-up. I get 1 and I need a 4-up. Alright, so it takes 1 damage.
3 armor save. Ooh, he's gonna take a damage. That's gonna move the dice to storm back eventually, but bummer. Alright, so we got a scrum in the middle. We're gonna get some cover saves on a lot of these guys, but hey, it's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna see what happens.
So this is Murderous Charge. What I'm doing here is I roll a dice for each enemy unit within 1 inch of the Skull Crushers, and on a 4-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so you got 1 unit within 1 inch there. My blue war paint guys, the black war paint start over here, which is more than 1 inch away.
Okay. So it's a 5, now it suffers D3 for another 5, so that's 3 mortal wounds.
Oof, brutality right there. And just so the world knows, we are playing this really hot and loose on the distances here because of the way that the rocks are built. So, but they're all within range. So we got Murderous Charge done.
Alright, now we're going to go ahead and attack with my Enscrawled Axe, which is 3-up for the hit and the wound, no rend. So it's a 3-up, so 1 wound.
Alright, and rending?
Flat.
Alright, so then I normally 4-up, because he's in cover, it'll be a 3-up. Not enough.
So 1 more wound. And then I have my Blood Glaives, which are 2 attacks, but because they're within range of the Portal of Skulls, it's going to be +1 to the attack. This is going to be 4-up to hit. Alright.
I'll take it.
And 3-up to wound. -1 rend.
It's 4-up because of cover. I'll take it.
Alright, now I have the Juggernaut's Brazen Hooves, which is going to be for each. It's 3-up native, but +1 because of the Portal of Skulls. So there is not going to be a rend on this, and it's 3-up to hit. Alright, so every single one except for 2 hit.
Nice.
And then this is going to be 3-up to wound, and there is no rend, so you do have that going for you. So 3-up to wound. We're looking at 2, 3, 6.
Alright, more Space Marine saves. 3-up because of cover. Ooh, 1 more wound. Hey, I will take that all day, every day. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and declare so you guys know I'm going to have 2 models going on Scar. I'm going to have my Claw going on, what's his name?
That is
He's a War Priest?
the Slaughter Priest.
Ooh, if I kill the Slaughter Priest, that's going to help me. And then we're also going to try, we're really the only guy left here. We're calling it without distance. So it's probably going to go on this small unit of guys there.
Blood Reavers.
The Blood Reavers, right. So here we go. Here's the 4 vanilla attacks, if you will. These are not buffed up, but they are 3 to hit and 3 to wound. Woo!
Oh, miss.
So now we got the Gore Chopper. These are 4. That was useful. And 3. Double useful. -1 rending. Go ahead.
That's on who?
On Scar.
Scar. So he's got a 4-up to save.
And so this will be 5-up, but then back to 4-up because he'll be in cover.
So I saved 1.
Save 1. It's going to do D3 damage. 3 damage. I'll take it.
Alright.
So next up we got the Claw on your Slaughter Priest. The Claw gets just 1 attack. That hits, which means the other 2 will come through. automatically. These are 3 to wound. All of them are wounding. Wow, that claw is hungry.
All right.
So
what's the rend?
So the claw is -1. So the white dice is -1, and the black dice are -2. But you'll get because of the,
cover save.
Yeah.
So
The negative cancels out.
I'm a 5 up.
Okay.
So I save 1.
Oh, that's -2. What are you normally?
5 up.
So then, yeah, this one, that one goes through too. So as an orc player, I don't do math too well in my head, obviously. So these both will go through. These are both D3 damage. So this is going to be 3, 4, 5, and this is naturally 2. So 6, 7 wounds from that. It's pretty brutal. How many wounds does that war priest have?
The slaughter priest.
Slaughter
has
priest?
6.
So just
Enough to kill him.
Yeah, I'll take it. And then we got the remaining 2. He's got 3 attacks. Oh, you know what? Yeah, just 1 remaining guy left. He's got 4 attacks for the brute choppas.
So he needs 2 wounds to take out the blood reavers.
He is hungry for a battle. Super hungry.
And he does the 2.
So we did a lot of wounds that turn from the black war paint. Hey, I love him. And now we do have some wholly within models. It'll be back to him to where he wants to go, but I'm happy with that.
So I went ahead and decided to attack with the Bloodthirster, going after the blue faces. They haven't attacked yet, so it just seemed like the smartest move. Try to go ahead and wipe them out.
Originally, you had called somebody else, and I was really excited in my heart. Then he changed it. I was like, dang it.
Originally, I was going to go with the Korgorath on the blue faces, but then I was like, you know what? No, let's go ahead and get the nice dice rolls in with the Bloodthirster having absolutely no wounds right now. So
that's Team Braveheart right there. You gotta take him out.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and roll the Great Axe of Khorne with 0 wounds suffered. It's 4 dice, and I need a 4 up to hit, and I get to re-roll my hit rolls of 1.
And you get an extra dice from the portal, right?
Yep, and the extra dice from the portal, which that goes away. And all right, so it was 4 up to hit. And now it's a 2 up to wound, and any roll of 6 gives me a nice little bonus too.
No 6s. Okay.
So all of them wound. It's a -2 rend with D6 damage.
So because I'm in cover, that's gonna leave me at 5. So just 3 feel no pains, no problem, right? 1, 2. Okay, so and 1 does go through.
That's gonna be D6 damage.
Come on, give me a 1. Oof.
All right, so 6 damage.
So that's going to take out 2 of them. Brutality. Yep. Does he got any more attacks?
Nope, that's going to be it.
Hey, you know what? 2 brutes down. That's like, what? I don't know, 10% of my army?
Yeah. I really can't complain.
All right, lucky day for me. The first orc I ever painted is over there. He's going to have 4 attacks. We're going to see how hungry he is to put some wounds on the Bloodthirster here. He is actually pretty hungry. I will take it. Those are 4 attack, 4, 3 to wounds. Hey, 3 -1 rending. He won't get a cover save because he's a big fatty. Thank goodness also for me. Go ahead. Come on, James. What you got?
All right. And I got a 4 up save with a -1 rend. So
2 will go through.
2 will go through.
I'll take that. So now the claw is going to attack. The claw hits, which means my 2 brute smashers will go through. These are going to be 3 up to wound. 2 brute smashers at -2 rending.
So I need a 6 up.
Yep.
I need Long Wars. Didn't get them.
So 2 D3s. That's going to be 4 wounds. I'll take it.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with Scar Bloodwrath. He has a 3-inch reach, which is really great. He gets 5 attacks plus 1 for being within range of the portal. It's going to be a 2 up to hit, 3 up to wound, -1 rend. So
and you could have done the Slaughter Storm, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
You have a Slaughter Storm, which pretty much it allows you to select a target unit and make 1 attack against it for each model that is within range. Repeat this for each enemy unit that is within range of the Bladestorm Blade.
Which would have been 4, but in this instance, his native is better. You got 1 more for the portal, right? So 6?
So 6 total.
Okay.
And this is going to be a 2 up to hit.
Oof. Wow.
Anything special? No.
Wow.
All right, so this is going to be 3 up to wound. So 2 wounds, -1 rend.
And that'll cancel out because of the cover, so 4 up. So 1 more wound. How many damage?
1 damage.
Oh, that's enough to take this guy in the back.
All right, so the turn, all in all, turned out successful. The whole idea behind attacking this guy was to go ahead, shoot, do 1 damage, which I did, and it moved the storm back 6 inches. I went ahead and wiped out all of his blue faces, which I really can't complain. Taking out 1 unit of these Orruks is
and
pretty...
you finished them off with a battle shot.
Yeah, finish them off with the battle shot, but just taking out 1 unit is huge. My army tends to work better in numbers. His army tends to work better in groups. So, with that being said, not too much else is really gone on this turn. Just a lot of attacks back and forth. Going into 6th, I actually have some pretty high hopes.
Alright, so I did manage to get the priest, so he won't get his +1. We'll see if that pays off. Here comes the storm. Does not pay off. So it's going to move another 6 inches. I got a lot of holy within stuff. That's not really too good for me.
Alright, and then roll for turn?
Yep.
Alright.
Get to keep momentum at least, but...
Keep the turn.
Okay, so this storm is soon to engulf me. I need to kill that general. I'm putting this all on the foot of Gork. I do have 10 models, so I'm going to get +1. I need to roll good. I need Scarlax to come in for me to clutch here. We're going to find out on these dice right now. Oof, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough. It's not going to go off, so I need to figure out another way to kill his general. Alright, I am deep in thought right now. I need to kill that general. This storm has got me, it just keeps coming back. He won that second one. I needed to win that one. I need to push this storm back 18 inches. This round, to be perfectly honest with you, it's going to hurt in combat because he's going to get +1 to everything. I need to start pushing some stuff. I need Scarlax to come in. I need him to do his wizard thing. Or I need the Maw Crusher to do his inward bursting belly and just yell him till he's dead. Something's got to happen, and it's got to happen soon. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very painful this next round. Alright, so the Maw Crusher is going to try and yell at the Mighty Lord of Khorne, so we can move this storm. That does hit, and now I need a 3 to wound. Does not wound. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, so Blunt Fist is going to use his Destructive Bulk. It's 8 dice, because he's only got 2 wounds. On a 2-up is what he wounds. Oh, I'm sorry.
4-up.
On a 4-up, wow, that's still good. So that's still 6 mortal wounds. How many does your Portal of Skulls dude have?
He has 5.
So he's dead. I'll take it. Alright, so here comes the Mighty Fist. 4 attacks base, +1 for the wall. He's got +1 to hit. That doesn't do me any good. Oh no, it does. No, it doesn't, because that 1's always a miss. Again, 3 of 2 wounds, so he's got 2 wounds, -2 rending on Scar.
So I need a 5-up. Save 1.
So that'll be 3 damage. How many wounds has he got?
That kills him.
Okay. Have a nice day. Oh, but you don't remove him from the table, do you? He's got this special thing. Yeah. He's bloodborne and stuff.
Alright, so I'm activating the Bloodthirster. And he's got 6 wounds. It's still 4 attack, +1 for being in the portal. But instead of it being 3 mortal wounds, it's now D3 mortal wounds. It's still going to be D6 damage. So this is a 3-up, and I get to re-roll 1s. Alright, so I hit 4 of them, and it's a 2-up to wound. Alright, so 3 wound, and that is going to be -2 rend.
I'm in cover, so thankfully -1 rend. Still probably not enough. No.
Alright, and that's going to be D6 damage on all 3. So we're looking at 9, 10, 11.
That's going to be enough to clean them up.
Alright.
That's not 11.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, D6. Son of a bitch.
So, it's now the Battle Shock phase. Scar Bloodwrath died, but at least 8 other models were slain during that turn. So, on a 4-up, he actually gets to resurrect, pretty much, from the dead. And he gets spawned anywhere within 8 inches of an enemy model. So 2 up does not make it, and he stays dead.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I am on the ropes. That was not the best turn for me. I really was hoping the Maw Crusher was going to be able to kind of roll through those. I had a lot of 1 wound guys or 2 wound guys left on this edge over here. I thought that he'd be able to just kind of leapfrog with his destructive bulk all the way through, but he's got to have less than or no models around him within 3 inches for him to continue it, which made me a little sad on the inside. You'd think the other way around. It's like, hey, here comes this big meaty guy. Let me go ahead, but it's not. And I failed to do any damage to that general with the Shriek and with the Foot of Gork. So it is bleak. We might lose here pretty soon. This could be brutality.
Alright, so it's my turn now, and ultimately what my plan is, I just honestly need to do 1 wound against his hero, or his general, and I win the game. Because ultimately it's going to push the storm marker back 6 more inches, which is off the table, and I complete the objective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mighty Loader Khorne, and I'm going to run him out away from all of his units, and just try to do 1 damage on his Maw Crusher. And at that point in time, game's over. There's no need really for me to finish it up. So
Whatever.
Thank you, Felix, for bringing these nice, nasty orcs.
Mm-hmm.
If you like these battle reports, check out thelongwar.net. Become a member of the Hall of Veterans today for the fastest growing library of wargame-related video content, modeling, painting, and playing. Not to mention all the sick discounts I receive from some of our sponsors. TheLongwar.net is committed to bringing hobby back, and we can't do it without you.